For 16 years, India tried and failed to buy this missile. Now it's finally happening. US Ambassador Sergio Gor confirmed India plans to purchase the battle tested Javelin anti tank system, a weapon that doesn't punch through a tank's thick front armor. It flies over the target and strikes down into the thin roof plating, the one spot every tank leaves exposed. This deal also opens the door to joint US India co production, and that too on Indian soil. So, why did this take 16 years to happen? What makes this missile kill method so effective? And why is Washington calling this a bigger signal than just one deal? US Ambassador to India Sergio Gor took to social media to announce that Delhi plans to buy the Javelin anti-tank missile system. He called it battle tested and linked it directly to remarks made by US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth at the May 2026 Shangri-La Dialogue. The proposed package includes 100 Javelin rounds, one fly-to-fly missile, and 25 command launch sites, alongside Excalibur precision-guided artillery projectiles, the same Excalibur rounds India already used against Pakistan during Operation Sindoor. So US will also offer training, spares, support equipment and technical assistance. The final quality and value could change after negotiations. Sergio Gor specifically noted this development opens the door to co-production possibilities between India and the United States. So not just a purchase, but a potential manufacturing partnership on Indian soil. So why does this missile kill from the top? Understand, because that's what makes the Javelin different. This is a shoulder-fired, fire-and-forget weapon, jointly developed by Lockheed Martin and RTX. Once locked into a target, the missile guides itself, letting the operator take cover or reposition immediately after firing. The real advantage is the top attack flight path. Instead of hitting a tank's heavily armored front or sides, it arcs upwards and strikes down into the vehicle's roof, the thinnest, possibly least protected part of any armored vehicle. And that's the literal meaning behind killing a tank from its weakest spot. This deal has a long, frustrating backstory though. India first explored acquiring the Javelin back in 2010, but price negotiations, technology transfer disputes, and competing options kept stalling progress for over a decade. India even purchased Israel's Spike missiles in 2014, only to cancel that $500 million deal in 2017 after DRDO promised an indigenous alternative. The domestic Nag missile program has faced its own delays, still not fully inducted after nearly 3 decades of development. It took Hegseth's direct announcement at the Shangri-La Dialogue this May to finally revive India's stalled Javelin program. This emergency procurement route let India bypass its usually slow defense acquisition process entirely, moving fast under a 10-year defense framework signed between Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and then counterpart Hegseth in Kuala Lumpur. India has steadily built up its US-sourced arsenal, Apache and Chinook helicopters, C-17 and C-130J transport aircraft. It also has P-81 maritime patrol aircraft and M777 howitzers already firing Excalibur rounds. Each acquisition deepens interoperability between Indian and American forces across land, sea, air, space, and of course cyberspace. Exactly what last year's bilateral defense framework was designed to achieve. So the Javelin deal represents something bigger than replacing outdated anti-tank weapons. For India, it closes a 16-year capability gap, against modern armored threats, using a missile combat proven in real conflicts elsewhere. For the US, it's tangible proof that its defense partnership with India moves beyond diplomatic statements into actual battlefield hardware, with co-production potentially bringing high-value manufacturing directly into India's own defense industrial base. And for India's regional posture, having a top attack fire and forget system in its arsenal changes the calculus for any adversary's armored offensive along contested borders. You're watching Times Axis and I'm Aditi Prasad. Click on the bell icon below to subscribe and never miss a Times Axis update.
They had a nuclear weapon.
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
No tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens, Beijing's lens, London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy and power seen through India's eyes. From Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India. How one move by China can affect India's security. What turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability. How Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood. Why oil choke points can hit your wallet. How wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling. Daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations. Because news is everywhere, but perspective is rare. And in the age of confusion, clarity is power. Axis is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly, to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.